Right then, hello everyone and welcome to the ACOC Silverstone Winter Event. Yes, the ACOC returns for yet another off-season event, and we are here at Silverstone, a snowy Silverstone circuit, with the cars from the 2005 Formula One season for the Silverstone Winter Event. Yes, we're not officially back yet, but yeah, to make the off-season a bit more bearable, we have a special event in store for you guys here today. It is 2005 Formula One around Silverstone. My name is Miran in the commentary booth, and joining me it is Alex on this very snowy afternoon here in Silverstone. Hello.
Good afternoon, Marin. It's good to see some ACOC action in the off season, considering how boring it can get sometimes. But yeah, it should be interesting today to see some cars from a time of the past around an F1 circuit.
Yes, indeed. As you said, off seasons they can get quite boring, and yeah, it probably is boring for a lot of you guys. But don't worry, we have got things in the works, as I do like to say. So yeah, it won't be long until we're gonna get some proper news about the 2022 season. Either way, we're seeing David Joly at the moment in his golden yellow Jordan, making his way around the track on his flying lap as he makes his way through Brooklands and Luffield. It really is weird to see Silverstone in the snow. To be honest, but it is a very interesting sight as well, I'd say. So we'll just have to see how the drivers will get on.
Yeah, I mean, you're usually used to seeing Silverstone either in one of two settings, either in the sun, as it's a summer-based race in today's calendar, or in the rain. But since we are in December, I guess it would be more accustomed to having snow on the track. So yeah, this should be a very, very interesting sight. Hopefully drivers can hold their nerve and not go spinning off in these frigid conditions.
Yes, indeed. We'll see what Silverstone in the winter will have in store for us, as David Joly is just about to round the final corner. Let's see, as he's going to go across the line, he will set the benchmark here. It's a 1:36.152. It's beaten by Alfred Klaus in the Ferrari. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. But he is quickly topped by Dennis Groff in the McLaren. That's also a sentence I never thought I'd say. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. There's Daniel Walle in the BAR. Across the line, there's Mateusz Materiał in the Red Bull, I think that is. Yes, it is. Materiał going up into second at the moment. There's Lewis McIntyre across the line, I believe in the Renault. No, he's in the McLaren. So McIntyre stayed true to his actual Formula One team. We've got a lot of drivers from different tiers. You've got some F1 drivers, and then you've got a few F2 and lower tier drivers sprinkled in, along with some guys who've never raced before. You're looking at one of them at the moment. This is Robert Kinable. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I do pronounce it wrong. He is in the Sauber, and then you got Matthew Wrightson in the Red Bull. So both of them, it's their first ever appearance in the ACOC. Not technically their debuts, but it is their official debuts, as we have the times coming in now.
Yeah, and as you said before, many drivers across the board, and those racing in F1, some not racing for their team. For example, Enes Paraschke, the 2021 world champion, is currently racing at Williams. This is obviously due to the clear absence of Mercedes in this era, because they did not appear until 2010.
Yeah, I guess some drivers can't officially represent their teams. There's Nicholas Johnson, one of the other, I'd say lesser known drivers, considering this is also his first ever appearance in the ACOC as a whole. Here's Amin Al-Fadil in that beautiful Marlboro Ferrari car. Currently sits in P6, just behind I believe the other Ferrari of Alfred Klaas in P5. So you have all the times on the board then. It is Rosetta Martinez in what car is he again? I've kind of forgotten
Renault,
what team.
Renault.
Yeah, he's in the Renault. I've kind of forgotten which drivers drive for what team. So you'll have to bear with me if I just don't get it right completely. Here's Erki Nytt, the other Jordan, alongside David Jules. They currently sit in 12th and 19th, so David Jules wasn't the best of opening laps for the Croatian. As he's jumped over the curb, oh dear, and he's smacked himself into the side of that, I think that's a Minardi, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, Nytt is not going to be on the lap, and yeah, it is. Franco Gamba, the absolute Italian madman, has gone and put himself in the Minardi, and he currently is last, but you still have to respect the decision of picking Minardi.
Yeah, well, it's an Italian team, so Franco is sticking to his roots. It's just a shame that the Minardi is, well, rooted to the back of the field, so it would be slightly disappointing.
Yep. As you see, Evan Alfadel, he's just ran wide through turn number 1. He's trying to line up the BAR there. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, it is. He's got about 12.5 minutes left on the clock. There's Daniel Wale in the BAR, down in 17th. I think they'd be a bit higher, wouldn't they? I think BAR were decent in 2005, weren't they? My historical Formula 1 knowledge isn't all too great, so I don't know if yours is any better, Alex.
I think they were like amongst the higher midfield because they did get a fairly decent amount of points. Because I believe in the 05 season they would have had Takuma Sato and Jensen Button driving for them. So
yeah,
as Button did go on to get his first race win for Honda the next season, didn't he?
Yeah, it was 2006 Hungarian Grand Prix. It was. Let's look at Enes Parachki in that BMW. No, it's not BMW Williams, is it? It's just Williams.
No, it is BMW Williams.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is BMW Williams. Yeah, he is in that BMW Williams, a manufacturer I think a lot of us do dearly miss in Formula 1. BMW. Lots of manufacturers, obviously, on this grid that aren't on the modern grid. You got Toyota as well, I think. Yeah, you got there. Function of Chao Shinat in that beautiful red and white Panasonic Toyota. Oh, I love those Toyota liveries. I'm gonna be honest. They were really, really nice. I do kind of wish Toyota does come back to Formula 1 eventually in the future. I know maybe it's not what their brand image is now, but considering their successes in WEC, I kind of do really hope they would come back to Formula 1, even if it is just a dream of mine. I think it would be very cool.
Yeah, I mean, even if they don't come back as a team, they could always come back as an engine supplier as well. As we all know, the 2026 regulations are about to get very, very interesting with the introduction of the likes of General Motors and Ford.
Oh yeah, there were rumors. I think I heard rumors of Toyota becoming an engine supplier, something like that. But I'm not sure if those rumors do have any, well, big grounds to them. Either way, we're seeing Chao Shinat now rounding. Sorry, I had a cough stuck in my throat. Either way, we're seeing him go down the paddock, start finish straight, and then through Copse. You're gonna hear these beautiful V8 engine scream. I think it's V8. I'm not actually sure because
no,
it's V10. Okay, yeah, because the stream I'm watching this through doesn't have audio on, so I'm not actually able to hear the engine noises, but you guys are. So yeah, you guys can consider yourselves lucky as you get to hear these beautiful V10 engines scream around snowy Silverstone as he's now gonna round Stowe, then into the Vale chicane, nice and tidy through there, clipping that inside curb, and then through Club, and then he's just gonna round the final corner and across the line. It's no improvement for function of Chao Shinat around this lap of Silverstone, which is also running the modern layout. We aren't actually running the old bridge layout. We are running the modern layouts, because I don't know, I personally like it more. I guess the old one is a bit more nostalgic, but I don't know. I personally am a bit of a fan of the new one, as there is Klaus across the line, and he has gone on to provisional pole with a 133.372, and takes it away by, what is that, 0.6 of a second from Rosetta Martinez in the Renault. So yeah, very good lap from Alfred Klaus indeed.
Yeah, well, Alfred Klaus is obviously, as we know, a very, very strong driver in the ACOC in reality, and in this time, Ferrari were sort of the top dogs in F1 alongside Renault. But I think 2005 was sort of a massive come-down season after their dominant performances of 2004. But still, as you can see, Alfred Klaus is currently leading the way, around just under 200ths ahead of Rosetta Martinez in the number 6 Renault.
Yeah, and Renault, who famously won the championship in 2005, sporting that very, very beautiful light blue and yellow livery. They did very, very well. I'm gonna take this time to introduce our third commentator. Yes, for the first ever time, we're gonna do 3 commentators in the ACOC. Was this planned? No, but we're gonna do it anyways. Hi, Giuseppe. You're now joining me and Alex, and you are officially on the air. Hi.
Yeah, hello, man. Hello, Alex. I was just studying math because I have to calculate the speed of a Formula 1 car. No, I don't actually, but nonetheless, less maths, more racing, I'd say now. And nice to be at a usually snowy Silverstone.
Yes, indeed. And while you were talking away, Giuseppe, we actually had a bit of an incident here. This is Enes Parachki going at it with one of the Toyotas, and he just turns in. Oh dear, that's a big accident, in fact. And I don't know what's happened there. I think it might have been, I'm not sure. Those wheels look very bent, but
yeah, I think that's suspension damage.
Yeah, we're gonna see. This is Miyazaki, and we're gonna see. So it's Miyazaki on the outside here, and Ennis just turns in. Not sure what happened there. Very, very bizarre accident. But the 2021 world champion has come to a stall and has been wheeled back into the pit lane as a result. That's very unlike Enes Parachki indeed. As we're now looking at Aaron Curtis in the Petronas Sauber. I believe they weren't sponsored by Red Bull at this time either, because Red Bull made their own team. But yeah, it's kind of weird to think that Sauber at one point had the 2 most influential sponsors in modern Formula 1 by their side, in Red Bull and Petronas.
Yeah, well, honestly, it's looking back, it just looks very, very odd, I must say.
It does. It really, really does. As we're going to see Martinez and one of the Red Bulls go toe-to-toe with each other in a time where Red Bull weren't as dominant as they are today. Albeit maybe not in the ACOC, but considering we are approaching the modern seasons, that maybe could start to change.
Yeah, because the new era of F1 cars was, well, the new beginning of Red Bull's dynasty, I think.
Yes, indeed. As we see Martinez now making his way through Maggots and Beckett. We'll see if he'll be able to improve on his current lap, as he has taken back that provisional pole from Alfred Klaus by about, what is it, 300ths of a second, I think. So yeah, Martinez has done well. There is Robert Kinable. I don't know. Okay, guys, how would you pronounce that name? Giuseppe, you have studied French, so I think you probably would know how to pronounce that name, because he's Belgian.
He's Belgian. Kinapt? I mean, that's the only thing I can... like how French would pronounce it, I'd say it's like Kinapt, but I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you.
Otherwise, the British would say like Kinable, but I don't think that makes sense. Because I don't know what his kin is capable of, but nonetheless...
Yeah, but the thing is, we are not British. Oh wait, no, sorry, one of us is. Either way,
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Either way, we're looking at Erki Nut, currently in 7th in that Jordan. Erki Nut really loves to shine in special events. Yeah, it'd be great if he did that off special events as well. No, sorry. Either way, yeah. Do you guys remember during the 1-year anniversary, he dragged the McLaren Honda, the 2017 McLaren Honda, to P2. That was absolutely mad.
I actually don't, because I wasn't there, I think.
I don't think. Yeah, no.
I think I watched it, but I wasn't able to commentate on it. But yeah.
Yeah, then it probably. I think it was only me in that commentary booth. Damn you guys! You left me alone for 2 hours. I think that was I think that was our longest ever ACOC stream. I think it was like 2 hours. I'll have to actually check on the YouTube channel how long that stream was, but it was terribly, terribly long, and I was very tired after that. So yeah, curse you guys for leaving me alone. No, as we've got Matthew Wrightson, he's gone across the line, up into 10th goes the man in the Red Bull. So yeah, decent lap. Red Bull were in the midfield as well, somewhere around there, weren't they?
Yeah, this would have been their first season in F1 because they took over the Jaguar team at the end of 2004.
Yeah, that is true. I'm gonna have to actually scroll down. You guys will have to excuse me. I'm gonna try to find the 1-year anniversary events. I think it was it during the 2019 or 2020 season? I have no idea actually when it was, but yeah. Either way, got Lewis McIntyre. He's just gone up into 3rd in that very, very beautiful West McLaren. This grid had some really, really nice liveries. I'm going to be honest. We have the Ferrari, we have the Renault, we have the McLaren as well. And I think with this, I'd say with the 2005 cars that we have, I think that West McLaren livery really just pops. As you got Eric Novosad, who's just gone up into provisional pole. The other Renault beating out Martinez with a 1:33.268. It's a good lap from Eric Novosad, and now it's going to be a Renault 1-2.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the real 2005 season with Renault being on top all the time. Because I believe in that season it was Jarno Trulli and Fernando Alonso behind the wheel of the blue and yellow Renaults, and Alonso would obviously go on to be world champion.
Yes, indeed. We'll see if Renault will be able to. What was I going to say? We'll see if they'll. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a tangle. That was Alfred Klaus. I wasn't actually paying attention there. Sorry.
But, one of Minardi's as well.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the Minardis doing what they do best, and they're just a bit slow. Yeah, I found the anniversary event. It was 2 hours and 3 minutes. So, it was terribly, terribly long. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what I was gonna prove at that point, really. But
also,
yeah.
I have to correct you there, Alex. I think it wasn't Italian, the second C, but I think it was Fisichella in the Renault in 2005. Trulli at that time was in the Toyota, though. He was in the field, but it was the other Italian, Giancarlo Fisichella in the Renault.
I think wasn't Trulli dropped from Renault. I think it might have been.
But Trulli did drive for Renault. That is true.
He did. But
yeah, I think it was in the season before then.
Yeah, it was the season before, and I think I remember because he won the Monaco Grand Prix. I think was it in 2004, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he drove in Renault from 2002 to 2004. So he was there for about 3 seasons, then got dropped. For the other Italian, of course, though we all knew Trulli was the number 1 in that team, as Alonso, of course, won his first, as I already mentioned, his first title in the Renault in 2005, beating the likes of Raikkonen. And, well, actually, Raikkonen was his close contender that season. Raikkonen, who, to be fair, was as new to Formula 1 as Alonso back then. Pretty interesting, to say the least, as both of them had debuted around 2002-2001. So they're fairly new to Formula One, both of them.
Alonso obviously beat out the great Michael Schumacher.
Schumacher, who, although this season, because I'm looking at the standings right now, was a long way behind Raikkonen and Alonso, and his only race was that he won was actually the infamous 2005 USA Grand Prix at Indianapolis, where only 6 cars raced. But yeah, quite interesting. I thought it was closer myself, because I'm not like I'm looking at standings of all the fun seasons like every day of my life, so that's why I don't know it by heart. But I didn't think that Schumacher was actually that far off, so it was actually more Raikkonen v Alonso for the entire season.
I think it was just down to Ferrari not having a competitive car.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, thank you for all the stats, Giuseppe Brundle. I appreciate it. No, either way, yeah, 2005 season, it was a pretty good one, because you had Kimi, who was really on it back in the 2000s, arguably his prime years, and then you had Alonso as well in one of his many prime years, and I completely forgot that qualifying ended. Yes, qualifying has ended, and Martinez is on pole position. Jesus Christ, sorry guys, we've been absolutely yapping away. Either way, yeah, it is Martinez on pole position, and I have no idea how we're gonna divide this up into 3. So I am gonna be a bit selfish, and I'm gonna take the whole grid. Screw you guys. So it is Martinez on pole position, and accompanying him on the front row, it is his teammate Eric Novosad, making it a Renault 1-2. Alfred Klaus in the Ferrari will start in 3rd, with Lewis McIntyre in 4th. Then it's Amin Al-Fadil in 5th, with Dennis Graf in P6. Enis Parachki in the Williams is in 7th, with Mateusz Materiał in 8th. Erkinit is in 9th, with Fernando Tost rounding out the top 10. Then it is Function of Chao Shinat in the Toyota in P11, with Matthew Wrightson, the other Red Bull, starting in P12. 13th is Alexander Arnold, with Aaron Curtis in 14th. Then P15 goes to Daniel Wale, with Nicholas Johnson in P16. Robert Kinable is in 17th, with Miyazaki in 18th place. And the final 2 cars on the grid will be Franco Gamba and then David Joly. So yeah, we're gonna get underway for the Silverstone Winter event now. The lights coming on here at snowy Silverstone. It's Martinez on pole position with 6 lights. And we're underway here at Silverstone, as it's a good start for Eric Novosad as we make our way down to the first corner. Then Martinez leads out of turn number 1, and immediately someone's off there. That's one of the McLarens. Not sure who that was. Wasn't Dennis Graf. It's Lewis McIntyre, who's gone straight off into the gravel. So McIntyre doesn't quite fancy the snow and misses the beach, it seems like, as he's beached himself on the gravel trap, and he is out immediately here on lap 1. But it is Martinez who leads from his teammate Eric Novosad, and then Alfred Klaus in P3.
Yeah, I think McIntyre was just wanting to go back home at this point, because he was just getting a bit cold. But as you can see, the battles will continue on into the first one. We see Aaron Curtis trying to go around the outside of one of the Hondas, and which is Fernando Tostini, just about stays off the off-road. As you see his teammate Kinable trying to get past him now into the top 10. As we now turn our attention to Jordan Verkey, he's going to try and go round the outside of Dennis Graf in the Ferrari.
I think it was the opposite way around, actually. As there's Dennis Graf. No, Amin Al-Fadil, that is, in fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, Al-Fadil went up on the inside line there into Kops, that was, onto Erkinit. They pulled off a very nice move. When you were saying Dennis Graf, I thought you were talking about the Ferrari, just out of pure ACOC instinct. But yeah, here's Fernando Tost. He's going to try to be the next man to get past Erkinit. Robert Kinable might try it as well. He's going to run a bit wide as he's jumped over the curb there. And that could allow his Sauber teammate, who he got past on this lap, Aaron Curtis, to try and do something. As I just do say that, he's jumped over the curb and eliminated his chances of trying to move in the coming corners. Thank you very much, Aaron Curtis.
Going back to Erkinit's bar, that is genuinely a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Alexander Arnold's doing his best Giulia Cisetti impression. We're gonna see what's happening here. So this is into turn 1.
I think he's just. Oh.
And that's broken something probably. And Alexander Arnold he's got that fighter spirit, that's for sure, but his car certainly doesn't. So yeah, as here's Franco Gamba, the absolute mad lad in the Minardi, is trying to line up a move on David Jules for 12th, and Alexander Arnold. Well,
has he got it? Looks like yeah, going for a second. Oh dear.
Yeah, red flag. There we go. Thank you, Alexander Arnold. No, but yeah, it isn't ACAI without a terribly slow-moving car sometimes, isn't it? So yeah, we're just gonna get things rolling once again, and then we'll be back racing. Giuseppe, you haven't talked in a while. Say something.
I'm just trying to multitask here because I don't know how to handle 3 commentators, so I just resorted to studying maps for now. But if you want to say something, I guess I'll say it. I was quite perplexed when Alex mentioned that he wanted to return home, like Lewis McIntyre, considering that he is British, and while there are beaches in England, the weather is pretty accurate to the one we're having now in Silverstone, except it's maybe rainy. But yeah, that's my take on it. But if there's sun in England, I guess it's good for them. Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Alex, you are proof. Is there sun in England?
Very, very rarely, I must say.
Yeah, I don't think McIntyre is really coming home there. Maybe going on vacation, more like.
Just wants to get
either
back
way,
to his winter break.
seems like the beach is more of his natural habitat. But unfortunately for him, in this case, it's him out of the race. Quite early on, in fact, as well. Now we're just waiting for our always reliable cameraman to restore the grid, and then we'll head back racing.
You mean our cameraman plus race director?
Yeah. Okay. Both of it.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty interesting start. We gotta talk a little bit about the race, I presume. Martinez held the lead, and that's about it. I think this has just turned more into like a podcast of 3 guys talking than our actual race, but we're gonna try to keep it on topic, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get the restart very, very soon. Wasn't a lot happening up at the top. It was more, I think the midfield seemed a bit more lively. Lots of action happening. And
yeah,
that's about it. We had that little battle between Al-Fadil and Nit. Okay, yeah, here we are again. And Lewis McIntyre has been given a second chance. He will now start at the back of the grid. So yeah, I can't be bothered going through the entire grid again. So we're just gonna get underway as the lights are coming on. 6 lights once again here at Silverstone for 27 laps. And we're underway here at Silverstone. Not the greatest of getaways from Martinez. I think Noside got a slightly better launch as we head down to Abbey now into turn number 1. Parachki has not made it. He's sliding across there. A few more cars off as well. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic here at the start. Jules and another red flag. Okay, here we go. Abbey tends to be a bit chaotic. Hopefully it'll go better this time. As the lights are coming on, 3rd time is the charm, ladies and gentlemen. As we're gonna get underway now, and we are underway, and it's not a good getaway from Martinez. Nosad has absolutely jumped him into turn number 1, and he's gonna get the race lead from his teammate. He's there on the inside line as well. Contact between him and I think that was Klaus. Someone's round. That's the Jordan, I think. That's Erkin Nit, who is round, and I think that's our only collision into turn number 1. So everything is fine and dandy, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the 2 Ferraris going at it. Al-Fadil is going to get Alfred Klaus. There's more crashes at the back. Franco Gamba's involved. That is not good for the Italian in the Minardi, as we're going to see the 2 Ferraris go at it into Brooklyn as we go. There's Klaus on the inside line of his teammate Al-Fadil, but it's going to turn to the outside into Luffield. Is that going to allow Klaus to try and pull something off on the outside line there? No. It's going to get a bit of a poorer exit. Might that allow? And is Parashki to try something? I'm not sure. As we're going to go a bit further down the field. Here's Nicholas Johnson trying it onto Aaron Curtis. He's on the inside line there through Cops. The little minority that could. He's trying to get himself into the proper points paying positions as he's there on the inside. Oh, pushes him off the track. And Aaron Curtis will not be happy about that as he is actually out and into the gravel trap. So Nicholas Johnson has sent Aaron Curtis to holiday. And unfortunately, I think Curtis is out. That was very, very naughty.
Yeah, I think Curtis without spinning into the gravel trap has taken a leaf out of McIntyre's book. He has also decided that he wants to go to the sunny beaches of Mallorca early.
Yes, indeed. Well, yeah, safe to say. As there's Knable onto Dennis Graaf. Graaf is going to try and get the Belgian again here. He's going to go to the outside line, but there's the minority. There's Johnson, and he's going to get both of them. Wow, what a move from Nicholas Johnson. The man who most likely will be on Santa's naughty list due to that incident with Aaron Curtis. And by Santa, I do mean the race stewards. But yeah, that was certainly a move and a half from Nicholas Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it might be for nothing since, well, as you said, he might be on the naughty list and will probably be receiving a lump of coal. And in this term, that means penalties.
Yeah. Either way, we just saw Functional Chaushana get past Alexander Arnold. Here he is. He's going to try and line up Lewis McIntyre for 10th. But McIntyre there on the outside line is going to hold firm. And, well, yeah. As Wrightson is going to go wheel to wheel with Miyazaki there, who's gone very wide through Cops. Or no, sorry, not Cops. Maggots. I'm forgetting my Silverstone corner name. It's all blending together in my head. Apologies for that. But, yeah, McIntyre started P20. Has made his way up into P10 in the span of a few laps. Yeah. Things are getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I think most of McIntyre's positions are thanks to the pure chaos that occurred on lap.
Oh, and Miyazaki's absolutely clattered the side of Alexander Arnold. That is not what you want to see. And, well, that is, I think, Alexander Arnold out. And that's another person going into Santa's naughty list. It's Julia Miyazaki in the Toyota, and Daniel Wale has just ruined it for himself. That wasn't even really a takeout or whatever, but Daniel Wale has parked it. He's had enough of the British weather. And, well, he's going home, it seems like. Dennis Graaf currently is in 9th. It's not going too well for McLaren at the moment, as they are in P10 and P9. Dennis Graaf isn't really gaining on Robert Knable in 8th. So, yeah, McIntyre could potentially try and get his teammate there. Giuseppe has left us, so now we're down to 2 commentators. Everyone can wish Giuseppe everyone can wish Giuseppe good luck in studying mathematics. I believe that is what he was studying. As here is McIntyre now on board with the Brit, as he is chasing down Dennis Graaf here into Stowe. We're gonna go. He's there on the inside line. Is he going to be able to bestow a move here? I'm really sorry, but we're going to head into the Vale chicane. McIntyre's here on the outside line, and through Vale, it's going to be McIntyre who holds his position, but it's gotten a bit worse for McLaren, as Functional Chaushana has gone up into 10th.
Yeah, Graaf lost up big time there, and I think he might have just been slightly distracted from that absolutely god-awful joke you just said, but you know what? We'll move on from that as we now move further up the field with Enes Paraschke. We saw Williams in this race now, as I may be wrong when I said that, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we got Paraschke versus Alpha Deal in the Ferrari. He goes down the inside and tries to go around the outside into the next corner. I believe it's Woodcut, and he might be able to get the move done. He goes a bit wide, and Alpha Deal is able to fend him off for now. But Paraschke will still be right on the tail of that crimson-red Ferrari going into Cops, and he just can't quite get the move done, so he will have to stay P5.
Yeah. So Ennis can't quite get past Amin Al Fadil in just a moment. We're gonna witness the battle for the lead though between the two Renaults. Rosita Martinez chasing down Eric Novosad for P1 in this race, so that's going to be very, very spicy indeed. Parachi chasing down Al Fadil, and then you got Robert Kinable, who is chasing down fellow rookie Nicholas Johnson in 7th. As we're now looking at Rosita Martinez, our cameraman decided to cut to Enis Parachki chasing down Amin Al Fadil, so we're going to see if round 2 is going to happen very, very shortly as they make their way around Abbey and then into the Breaking Summer Village. So we're only on lap 5 out of 27. I thought we'd have. What was I gonna say? I thought we'd have come a bit further, but apparently not.
Yeah, it just feels a bit longer since we had those red flags, didn't we?
Oh yeah, that is true. I think you're right in that. But yeah, we'll see. We're down to 14 cars in 5 laps. We started with 20. But yeah, I guess it just happens, you know. Either way, Parachki hasn't quite been able to find an opportunity onto Amin Al Fadil at the moment, so we're going to go further up the field. We're going to look at the 2 blue and yellow Renaults, as Martinez is still trying to chase down Novosad, but it seems like Martinez hasn't quite got the Christmas spirit, to catch up to Eric Novosad. I need to stop. I'm gonna be honest. I need to stop making these stupid puns. Either way, here's Parachki, who had a look on Amin Al Fadil, but couldn't quite do it. I'm turning into Kai with all of these commentary puns. If you know, you know. Yeah.
No, honestly, I just have no words.
You should be glad I'm putting these during the off season and not in actual ACOC commentary. Apart from one,
if you did, I might just quit.
Apart from I think during Pride Month, some of you might remember this one.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Do you not remember it? I think during the first stream we did during Pride Month, I said hello everyone and welcome back to the Gay COC. It was a very good one, but I'm not sure how many people actually remember that. Maybe not my finest of commentary lines, but I had to. It was really, really funny. Turtle dared me to do it, so you know, I kind of had to do it. As here's Kinable, going side by side with Nicholas Johnson, and Johnson is certainly getting cold for Christmas. But yeah, Kinable has made its way up at the 7th.
Yeah, Johnson definitely making quite a few friends on the grid, but yeah, I don't think his antics will be going down pretty well with Mr. Claus over in the North Pole. But he has lost some good position this time to Lewis McIntyre in the McLaren. So Johnson's down to P9, McIntyre to P8.
Yeah, and if you're talking about the other Mr. Klaus, he's currently in P6. Isn't that a bit funny? Yeah, I think with the other guy who has a very similar sounding surname, and instead of driving Formula 1 cars, he delivers presents, I don't think he'll be very happy with Nicholas Johnson at the moment. Either way, here is Enis Parachki. He is currently chasing down Amin Al Fadil for P4. He's been doing that for a good while now, so yeah, we'll see eventually if he will be able to get past that Ferrari. As we head through Cops, he's getting rather close. It's 0.3 of a second. I don't think he's going to be able to line up a move anywhere now. He's going to try and have a look at the maggots, but he's going to run wide there. And as a result, you can see he's lost those precious tenths that all the racing drivers look after so much. I have to take a sip of water. Just say something, Alex.
Yeah, seemingly unable to keep up in the snow since he's sliding around so much. As well, it's not a usual environment for F1 drivers to be racing in the snow. But you know, it's the winter event, so why not?
Yes, indeed, it is. It's not the most ideal of conditions to be driving 1,000 horsepower downforce monsters, but why not? It's fun. We're still looking at Enes Parachki. So we'll see. He's defending from. I just read in the chat. He's trying to attack the Sudanese Ministry of Defense. I like that one. Yeah, Enes is. He's got a very, very tough opponent, I have to say.
Yeah. The so-called Sudanese Minister of Defense, obviously living up to his name and defending very well from the world champion as it is now. And speaking of which, here he comes around the outside, and they touch.
Whoa!
He has got through, just about unscathed, as Alphadeel's defences have finally been broken, and Parachi's into P4.
Yeah, and the ministry has been abolished. Enes Parachki is up into 4th.
Yeah,
the
residents of Sudan will be truly heartbroken with that overtake.
Indeed. So we're now looking at Erki Nit, and he's chasing down Matthew Wrightson. We're going to go a bit further up. Here's Function Up Chow Shinat. He's going to chase down Nicholas Johnson, who got overtaken by Lewis McIntyre for 8th. Here's Robert Hinable trying it from all the way back there. I think he was having a look at Alfred Klaus. I don't know what he's thinking, because that wouldn't have worked. But yeah, now McIntyre is going to close in a bit more on the Belgian, so we could see this battle for P7 reignited.
Yeah, I reckon he was just finding it pretty hard to stop, since there may have been a bit of ice on the track. But again, it's the winter event. We're doing this for a reason, so it doesn't really matter. But back to the battle, we see Lewis McIntyre chasing down the Sauber of Knabler in P8, wanting to make up some positions, and we move a little bit further back to Shalchenat, who is chasing down the apparent bad boy of the grid, Johnson, in the Minardi.
Oh, he's being naughty again! He's being naughty again! Charles Shinat booked his holiday to Mallorca. What is the timing of that? Oh my goodness! Nicholas Johnson really wants coal for Christmas. Oh my goodness, that was brutal. And yeah, well, goodness me. I do not have any words for this, but here's Chow Shinat trying to move. Johnson doesn't leave him space, and Chow Shinat is sent a last-minute charter flight to Mallorca. So, yep, enjoy your holiday, Function of Chow Shinat. And yeah, that is unfortunately another driver out, but that has now brought Dennis Groff into the points. This might be the most shambolic performance I have ever seen in the ACOC for a long while, even if it is a special event. My goodness.
Yeah, we've definitely got a case of, well, Ebenezer Scrooge on this grid, and that happens to be Nicholas Johnson.
Yes, indeed. Nicholas Johnson is not a believer of the holiday spirit, it seems like. Here is Robert Hinable. He's going to try and get Alfred Klaus for 6th here, and he has, in fact, done it. Up into 6th goes Robert Hinable, but Alfred Klaus is going to come back in his red and white Christmas sleigh, as he unfortunately isn't able to do that, and Hinable is actually going to get P6. Good stuff there. And McIntyre's going to slip through as well there. We barely saw anything of him, but Klaus got a bad exit. McIntyre's going to try to get him now. Klaus is going to try and retaliate on the inside line. Into Cops we go. McIntyre's there on the outside. And Lewis is, in fact, going to get that one done. Unless Klaus is going to try it into Brooklands, or no, sorry, not Brooklands, Maggots, and they'll have to watch out through there. McIntyre, though, is going to try it into Beckett's, and through Chapel. He's going to be able to make this one stick. Yes, is the answer. What a move from Lewis McIntyre, but is it quite over yet? Alfred Klaus has got the overspeed, heading down the hangar straight and into Stowe. It is going to be Alfred Klaus' defensive position. That, for once, was actually a great battle. Yeah, so from the absolute banter, we've been thrown into actual racing again. That was a very, very good battle between Alfred Klaus and Lewis McIntyre. It is kind of funny, isn't it? His surname's Klaus, and he's driving a red and white car. He's in red and white colors. That's a bit funny. I need to maybe stop with the Christmas puns, I'm gonna be honest. McIntyre, though, he's still going at it with Alfred Klaus. McIntyre is trying to beat on the inside line, but he's not able to do anything. But yeah, the man who's had his stocking filled with coal is right behind. It is Nicholas Johnson in ninth, probably looking to do some damage here as well.
Claiming the victim.
Yeah, so they'll definitely be shaking in their boots. Oh, he definitely could, but McIntyre thinks better of it. He's going to back out, not before running a slightly wide. And I'm reading chat at the moment. Me down these Christmas jokes will be the death of me. I know. That's why I do them. No, nothing targeted against anyone. I just, I can't. Okay, I can't resist it. Sometimes the urge to make a pun is just a bit too strong.
I'm pretty sure you were about to say you enjoy it. Are you sure about that?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, we're on board with McIntyre, who's still trying to get Klaus here. Late breaks through Village. He's having a look on the outside line, but yeah, there's nothing there. But no, he might actually spot the opportunity. He's gonna go to the inside line now, through the loop and into Aintree we go. Down the Wellington Straight, it's gonna be McIntyre and Klaus side by side. And McIntyre isn't quite able to do it, so he's gonna have to stay behind for yet another lap. Or maybe not for another lap. He might just have to try and be a bit more patient. And we'll see if the opportunity will open up for Lewis McIntyre. Just like, no, I'm gonna hold myself back.
No.
I want to say
it.
I want to say it could open up for him like the Christmas presents on Christmas Day, but or Christmas Eve. But yeah, it's a really bad joke. It's not even that funny. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm making a lot of Christmas jokes, but it's called the winter event, specifically for the fact that everyone doesn't celebrate Christmas. So I don't know why I'm making all these Christmas jokes, but yeah.
I mean, for those that do, we just want to wish a very, very, very Merry Christmas to you.
Yep, and for those who don't, we wish you a Merry Hanukkah, Winter Solstice. I don't know what else is celebrated in Christmas. I'm really, or in winter time. I'm really sorry. But yeah.
And for those who don't celebrate any of those, we just wish you good health and everything.
And happy holidays. There we go. Happy holidays and good health to everyone watching. That is the message that we want to convey. Here is Miyazaki, down last at the moment. She's chasing down Erki Nytt for P12. Let's go a bit further up into 8th. Happy Boxing Day. Is it Boxing Day today? Alex, do you know?
No.
No, wait, when's Boxing Day?
That's the day after Christmas Day. That's on the 26th.
Oh, I don't know that. That's a culture barrier. We don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you guys celebrate Christmas on the 25th, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we do it on the 24th. Well, my family doesn't actually celebrate Christmas, but yeah. It's usually on the 24th here, and then the 25th is the day after Christmas, because it's Christmas Eve, and then it's the day after is called Christmas Day here. It's not Boxing Day. Why is it called Boxing Day?
I actually have no idea. But I'd have
okay.
to Google it.
Okay, if anyone in the chat knows as well, just try and fill me in. I'm
I
not.
can just Google it right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. You can do that. Sorry,
What?
I'm laughing at what Turtle put in the chat. He said Boxing Day is when they fight for the gifts. I don't think that's what they do.
Oh, okay. I've just Googled it. Googled why.
What is Boxing Day?
It got its name during the time Queen Victoria was Queen of England, and it would be when rich people would box up things they didn't need to give them to the poor people.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
it's nothing to do with
fighting.
with fighting to the death, but it's to do with a more charitable cause. So yeah.
Yeah. Could you imagine that though? Not fighting to the death, but like imagine organized boxing matches for like Christmas presents. Imagine you got like two professional boxers going at it for like for like a new Xbox or like a brand new Samsung TV. That'd be incredible. I'd pay money to watch that. I'm gonna be honest. And at the end, instead of, because you know how in boxing they have like the referee holding the two boxers' arms, and then they raise the arm of the boxer that wins. Instead, it's just the boxer gets to open the. Yeah, he gets to open the presents. The winner gets to open the presents like inside the boxing ring. I think that'd be brilliant. Yeah. This is the Assetto Corsa Offline Championship, by the way. I have no idea why we're discussing this. Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to the Assetto Corsa Offline Championship, where we discuss about Christmas boxing. Referee needs to dress up as Santa then, says Turtle. That would be brilliant. They should do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the racing.
Yeah, back to the racing. This is about racing, by the way. So
slave racing is also a good concept, but we won't get into that since we need to focus on.
No, now I do kind of want to. Now I kind of want to do.
No. We're focusing on the cars.
Okay, sorry, but because it reminds me. One of our members. I don't remember who it was. I think it was. Who was it that said, "I had a dream about ACOC having a track and field tier," and he became a champion in ACOC track and field, where it was just like people running around the circuit. Could you imagine if we had like a
ACOC cross country?
ACOC cross country. Could you imagine if there is like a Christmas sleigh mod for AC? Because there are a lot of weird car mods for ACOC.
There are literal boxes.
There's boxes. Yeah, I've legit driven around one in AC.
I'm pretty sure the F1 Halo itself.
Yeah, I've seen that mod as well. There is a T-Rex. That one I know because I saw like a clip of it. It's just like a massive T-Rex running around the circuit. That would be a brilliant special event idea. No, I'm kidding. It would be absolutely horrible. But yeah, here's McIntyre and Klaus, and they're gonna go side by side. We actually need to focus on the racing now. Enough.
Yeah.
As we're gonna see McIntyre. It's another failed attempt for the Brits.
Johnson.
Here comes Johnson. Yeah, Johnson isn't able to do anything there in the background. Luckily for Lewis McIntyre, who don't think
has visited the beach once already. I don't think he'd want to go again.
Yeah, no.
Maybe he would, but we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's maybe enjoying the snowy weather. Lewis McIntyre, I don't know. Has it snowed for you guys over there, Alex? I know you don't actually live in Silverstone, you're a bit further up north, but has it actually snowed there?
Yeah, it has actually. It was snowing pretty much all last night.
Oh, alright. Yeah, to be fair, you do live much up north, because...
Yeah, it's very cold up there.
Yeah. Because I celebrated New Year's like in London a few years, like not a few years ago. Yeah, it was like 2016, and it had snowed massively in Sweden, like just before we went, and there was like no snow at all in London. So yeah, it was pretty weird. So I kind of just assumed like it barely snows in London, and Silverstone isn't. It's not too far from London,
Yeah,
is it?
Silverstone's like Midlands.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, back to once again enough about
Yeah.
the geography of the track. We're focusing on the racing on the track. So let's go back to the battle for P7.
Yes, indeed. It's Klaus versus McIntyre versus maybe Nicholas Johnson. And McIntyre, who definitely would love to get past Alfred Klaus. He's had a few good opportunities, but in the past few laps has just been stuck behind him. Enes Farachki, who's been clocking in the laps in that BMW Williams, has not caught up to Mateusz Materiał in the Red Bull in third. I didn't even know he was in third and that he was in the Red Bull. But hats off to Mateusz Materiał. But yeah, if he's not careful here, his podium could be at risk here.
Yeah, it could be snatched away in a matter of seconds by the 2021 World Champions. We will have to keep an eye out for him as we once again return to the battle for P7. McIntyre looking a lot closer to the back of that crimson red Ferrari of Alfred Klaus, but Nicholas Johnson still prowling in the background. Hopefully not endangering any more drivers on the track. But
Parashki made a mistake. I don't know if you saw that, but I think he ran a bit wide. As there's McIntyre, just having a bit of a look there. But yeah, Ennis ran wide. He was like, I think 4 or 5 tenths, and then the gap went up to 1.3 seconds all of a sudden. So I think he made a mistake. Maybe he went a bit wide or something. But yeah, that's not good for Ennis. It means he's going to have to try and get back that time as soon as possible. So we can Erki Nytt chasing down Matthew Wrightson in P11. Matthew Wrightson, who himself is only 6 tenths of a second off Dennis Graf in P10. We'll see if he is going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, well, go back to he qualified in the top 10, didn't he? But he was just involved in the incident at the start.
Yeah, we'll see. He was. Eric Nosa has now set the fastest lap of the race. Did he take the lead? Or was he there before? I'm not sure. I feel like Martinez was leading, but I might be wrong.
We either must have missed it or he was just leading from the start.
Probably must have missed it. As here's McIntyre trying to do something, but can't quite do it yet. As here's Parachki chasing down Mateusz Materiał. And Racing Games Enjoyer, who I presume is Mateusz, says it's time to run the Częstochowa defense in my Red Bull. And I presume he's talking about the Ekstraklasa and football. And I don't know how many people here do watch Polish football, but I don't. So I don't actually know what he's talking about.
I think he's referring to one of the teams.
Yeah, they're yeah. Raków Częstochowa is
yeah, but I think
they
won the league.
they won the league, I think. You'll have to correct us on that if we're wrong, Mateusz, because my extra class of knowledge isn't very, very good. Yeah. I know it's not his favorite team, though. I know Mateusz's favorite football team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty funny. Because I think he has it in his Discord bio. Let me check that. So, sorry, Mateusz, but I'm gonna stalk you live, if that's fine with you. Yeah, no, yeah, Pogon Szczecin. Oh no, he was referring to the. Okay, I don't actually. I thought we were talking about football. Okay, he was referring to something else. And my mind just automatically connected it to football. Okay, yeah, I'm a bit stupid.
Yeah, well, I don't know where Pogon finished in the extra class last season, but
Yeah, you'll
hopefully
have to.
hopefully they're doing good now.
Here's yeah. Hopefully they are doing well. Here's Miyazaki on to Erki Nitz. The battle for the wooden spoon ends rather quickly. Or has it, as Miyazaki's got a pretty good run on Nit here. Now into Brooklands. The space is just there for Miyazaki to do something. But Nit is going to be able to hold on then. I don't know. Football is... it's interesting. Because I think we had one moment where everyone started talking about football in ACOC general. And it wasn't in Italian as well. Everyone started speaking Italian. I don't know if you remember that, Alex.
No, but I assume it was about Serie A.
Yeah, it was. Because we had Giuseppe, we had Franco, and then we had Giulia. Because they're the three musketeers, right? They're like the three Italians.
Yeah, and Giuseppe's
Giuseppe's a Napoli fan, Franco's a Napoli fan, and Giulia is a Juventus fan. So, with my limited Italian knowledge, I don't know.
Oh my God!
Oh, and Nicholas Johnson. I think, is it over for him? No, it's not. But he's all here, now. And now it's definitely over. Nicholas Johnson's Christmas adventures come to an end, and I think he is.
Oh no!
No, he's still going. Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he?
Yes,
okay, he is.
Probably.
He is. So Nicholas Johnson. We thought his Christmas adventures came to an end, but it hasn't.
Yeah, still very, very ironic that that's happened to him, considering the amount of mischief he's caused in this race already.
Yeah, it is very, very interesting. Matthew Wrightson, who I think did he go head on into Johnson. I'm thinking of Materia because I was still thinking about Polish football, but yeah. So now Rosetta Martinez is the fast lap of the race. Could we get a replay of that incident? I want to see what happened to Johnson actually. Here we go.
Here we go.
And here he is.
I think he's just run into the back of McIntyre.
Yeah, this is into Abbey. And yeah. And then he spun it around. He's parked on the side of the road and boom. I don't know who that was. I think was that his teammate? No? No, it wouldn't have been because Gamba's not here. But who drove into him? Oh, was that Graf?
Yeah.
We'll have to check his onboard. It's coming around turn 1. No problem, no problem, no problem, no problem, Minardi. And yeah. I don't know.
Surprised they're all still going, I think.
That shouldn't make me laugh. I just read the chat. He said, he said he has a busted butt cheek after that impact. I'm sorry, that's so stupid. I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Yeah, the Minardi is what can confirm the Minardi is made out of pure titanium.
It is. That's a very, very durable car. Unfortunately, it's not as fast as it is durable. But yeah, now Nicholas Johnson is down to last. And yeah, Mateusz did actually say Pogon finished 4th in the Extra Klasa, and they lost 5-0 to Gent in the Conference League qualifiers. So that's not very, very good. I have to say. Did you know a team from a team from the Faroe Islands qualified for the Conference League?
Yeah, they almost could have qualified for the Champions League as well. If it wasn't for Molde.
Yeah, that is actually pretty crazy.
Big up
As-
to classic supporters in the Faroe Islands.
Yes, indeed. As we're now looking at Lewis McIntyre, still trying to go at it with Alfred Klaus. Assetto Martinez, fastest lap of the race for the man from the Philippines, but he's got a 5.8 second gap to close down in 5 laps. Is it possible? Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, should never rule it out, but I think by this point in the race now, I think it is too little, too late for the Filipino.
Yeah, unfortunately. For Martinez, as McIntyre, I think, is it going to ever happen for him? Is he going to ever be able to get a chance onto Alfred Klaus? It certainly doesn't feel like it, with how everything has progressed, or maybe the lack of progression. As I do say that, he is actually trying a move on Alfred Klaus. We're going to see if this could turn into something. The answer is no, but it could still be on here. We'll see if he's going to get a good run. On to Alfred Klaus, he is. And this is commentator's curse at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. As he's going to have a look on the inside, but no, it just doesn't happen. It just does not happen for Lewis McIntyre, and he will stay in 8th. We're going to get to see the battle for P10, though. Erkinit is going to get Dennis Graf. And into Brooklands, that should be easy pickings for the Estonian, and it is. Up into 10th goes Erkinit.
Yeah, it still seems very, very strange that a Jordan is overtaking the McLaren.
Yeah, well, considering Dennis Graf absolutely piled it into Johnson, I guess it does make sense. Here's Matthew Wrightson on to Dennis Graf. And are they going to get back off the track? There's been a lot of contact here. That's a corner cut if I've ever seen it. Nicholas Johnson's here. Johnson, I think he's trying to be nice instead of naughty, and he's actually ignored Dennis Graf, who's doing his best Giulia Cisetti impression now.
Yeah,
oh, there's Matthew Wrightson.
Yeah, he's got suspension damage. That's
dear. Yeah, and Wrightson is still carrying on. Pull over, Dennis. Wrightson is, well, he's doing something certainly. Here's McIntyre on to Klaus. I think it could finally happen. He's there on the inside. But we're gonna see that as they're side by side. Is it gonna be for McIntyre? Into Brooklands we go. He's there on the inside line. This is his best opportunity yet. As he's there on the outside. Is he gonna be able to get fully ahead with this? And I think the answer is yes. And finally, his patience pays off. There is a very, very lonely Matthew Wrightson, and I think he's out.
Yeah, just have a look at that again. I mean, yeah, I don't even know what he was doing. He was just rallying, I think.
Yeah, and this is into Stowe. It's all going well. Into Stowe, and then into the Vale chicane. And I think he's,
He's
joined himself.
He's joined China on the beach.
Yep. He's going to Mallorca along with China.
He's still going.
Oh goodness me, this is not gonna end well. McIntyre, we're on board with him. As he is going around Beckett's. Why have we gone on board with McIntyre?
Oh no.
Why have that's why we've gone on board with McIntyre. That's why we've gone on board with McIntyre. Oh my god. Oh Dennis, no.
Oh, there we go.
And now Alfred Klaus is back into 7th. If that isn't the biggest rigging I've ever seen in my life, considering both of them are teammates. Or well, at least for last season they were teammates. So yeah, it has not ended well. Nicholas Johnson is up into 11th. Will points still be on the horizon for the American? Just have to wait and see.
Well, he is 8 seconds off the Jordan and Erkinit, but with two laps to go. But as they say, anything could happen.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna see Eric Nosa. This is the race leader, and he's gonna approach Dennis Graf now. Mobile chicane.
Oh my god!
Oh! Oh, and Rosetta Martinez. That is a
Is there?
Christmas blessing for him, but no, apparently not. Apparently not.
Oh my god, he's got.
Oh my god. And that's gonna allow Material to catch up. Unless he's gonna get held up by behind Graf as well.
No, he's in the pits.
We're gonna see. Oh wait, really?
Yeah, Graf has peeled off into the pits now.
Yeah, he's actually making it into the pit lane. Why?
I thought he would have just retired.
Yeah. But I don't know, that's weird, coming into the pit lane. Either way, it solves our issue, I guess.
And
So
it basically just confirms that he's out of the race. So
yeah, not a lot has changed apart from the fact that Lewis McIntyre got screwed over. It just wasn't meant to be for McIntyre, was it?
no. But it's not a serious event, so we can just look back and laugh at it.
Yeah, it is fun. Parachki is about a second off Mateusz Material. He's done well this race. He made a few overtakes. He's been good on pace, but I don't think that podium is going to happen for him unless Material slips up into some sort of mistake. But yeah, it's been a good race for Dennis Parachki. It's been a good race for Mateusz Material. Here's Dennis Groff, and he has officially parked it up, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, Dennis hasn't had enough of the Silverstone weather, it seems like.
First flight back
yeah.
to Germany, I think, for him.
Yeah. Well, no, it probably is snowy in Germany as well. So I don't know. Maybe he's taking the first flight to Mallorca. No, he's come. What? He's come out again.
He's fixed the damage.
They fixed the car. That is brilliant. Oh, and now he's behind. Who's this? Is this Novosad?
Yeah. Is he trying to unlap himself?
I think it is. Oh, that's brilliant. I've never seen anything of the likes in the ACLC. Wow.
The suspension damage.
They fixed the car. He's actually come in for repairs. I don't think that's ever happened in the ACOC.
I think it must happen to Parachki in qualifying as well, because the same thing happened to him. He got suspension damage.
Oh,
So-
that is mad.
Yeah.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That is certainly something. Yeah. Dennis Groff, though, he won't still change. First documented pit stop in an ACOC race. We're witnessing history here, says Turtle. It is true, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Parachki catching up a bit to Material. I don't think he's going to be able to get the Polish man. As they round Maggots and Beckett, but he's going to make his way round the final couple of corners. It's been a good race for this man in the Renault. It's been an easy race for him as well in the Renault, and he's going to come home to win the Silverstone Winter event. It's going to be Eric Novosad who wins the Silverstone Winter event, and Rosetta Martinez is going to come home in second place, making the Renault 1-2, and then it is going to be Mateusz Material in the Red Bull coming home to take P3. Good stuff from Material as well. Parachki is going to get 4th. Amin Al-Fadl is going to get P5. Robert Kinable is going to get P6. Alfred Klaus is going to get a very lucky, and some might argue undeserved, P7. While Lewis McIntyre is going to finish in P8. No penalties applied, obviously. Ryson and Graf will finish one lap down. Miyazaki is gonna get 9th somehow, and then Erkilit in the Jordan. Jordan are scoring points, woohoo! And he's gonna get P10. And the final finisher is gonna be the absolute menace himself, Nicholas Johnson, who's gonna finish P11. Unfortunately, no points for the man, the Minardi. And there it is then. I'll take this first page and then I'll just let you take the rest. So it's Novosad who wins, Martinez second with the fastest lap, Material rounds out the podium with Parachki in 4th, Al-Fadl finishes 5th, Kinable is 6th with Klaus in 7th, McIntyre is 8th, Miyazaki is 9th, and then Erkinit will finish P10.
And then P11, it is Johnson. P12 goes to Wrightson. 13th goes to Graf. And then, Graf's the last of the finishers. So your DNFs for today were China, Daniel Wahler, Alex Arnold, Fernando Tost, Aaron Curtis, Zulj, and Franco Gamba in that order.
Yep, and that has been it then for the ACOC Silverstone winter event. Thanks so much for watching. I don't know if we can give out the driver of the day, really. Do you still want to do it, or should we just skip it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to Robert Kinabla. I think he made some nice overtakes today. And yeah, I think he drove a very, very good race in that Sauber, so he gets my driver of the day.
I'm gonna actually disagree with you. I'm gonna give mine to Mateusz Material in the Red Bull because, well, this season obviously Red Bull weren't the strongest team, so P3 is a very impressive result for him, and to fend off from the 2021 Drivers' Champion as well, very impressive from him.
Yeah, to be fair, he did very, very well. So yeah, that's fair enough. But that's been it then for the Silverstone winter event. Thanks so much for watching. Merry Christmas, winter solstice, or Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate. Just all in all, happy holidays to all of you guys, and thanks so much for watching. I have been Miran.
And I've been Alex.
And yeah, from all of us at the ACOC, we wish you all happy holidays, and make sure to stay tuned for more information on the 2022 season, which will be dropping very, very soon, I promise. But yeah, until then, goodbye.